Welcome back, everybody. It's Rama from Junk Journal Divas. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're here. And if you are following me and here for the next part of our series, we are on part number 3. So in the first part, we did just the base of this little lap book. And then part 2, I decorated the pages. And now in part 3, we're going to do the cover for this. So it's going to just do something like this to cover it. So this is what we are doing today. I have my book, I have my fabric that I want to use, and I was thinking about maybe I'll do some kind of lace trim around the edges. So that's what I have so far. So since I'm not doing any add-ons, so I'm not going to add another notebook or something on the edges to fold over. Thinking about a closure, I wanted to just do something simple because, like I said, this is the first book that I'm doing like this, and I might even just do something with a tie closure attached here that I can just pull up around and tie in a bow here maybe. So we'll see. But the first thing I want to do, this is just a piece of scrapbook paper that I cut down to size. So this is 6.5 by 12 inches across. I'm just going to cover this with my fabric. Now, if I use fabric glue, I personally like Mod Podge fabric glue. It's my favorite. It's like a white paste, and you don't have that gel gooey stuff that takes forever to dry. I know a lot of people love Fabri-Tac, but I do not like it at all. I don't like the smell. I don't like the way it dries. Yeah. But because I am going to go around, I'm going to sew everything. I'm just going to use some of my double-sided sticky tape here because I will be sewing everything together. And I have this permanent stuff. We actually use this for some of our insulation, so it's serious double-sided sticky tape. And I am just going to put this down all along the edges. I tried to clean up my desk a little bit because I'm sure you guys know, after doing a project, oh my goodness, I just had, it's amazing how you just get it, everything just piles up and you have such a mess. I'm gonna put, let's see, just put 2 more going down the middles also. And now I'm going to lay my fabric down, and then after it's down, then I'm going to go around and cut it. Okay, so I want to give myself a little bit of extra. Just press this down here. Okay, so this is going to be the outside part, and then on the inside I wanted to put a pocket over here. And let me see, what kind of lace would I want to put along the edges here? I don't want anything like too big. I also picked out a piece of paper that I want to cover the inside. So I'm just going to cut this down to size and then glue this paper down. So let's just ink up the edges a little bit, and then I'm going to start on one end and just glue one end down at a time just to make sure that it is straight. And then once I get one end that is glued down and it's straight, then I'll go ahead and add glue to the rest of it. Because I have made these mistakes before and I didn't want to do it now. So I'm just going to go ahead and add glue to all the rest of this, and then this part will be finished. And now I can glue down my pockets. So I'm just going to put a tiny little bit along the edge, a little bit of glue, just enough to hold it down. So this will be our cover, and let me just grab my book and put in here so we can see what it's going to be like. And I'm definitely liking it. Now I can kind of think about a closure and also what kind of lace I want to put along that edge. So I'm trying out all different kinds of laces here, and I think I really like this white one with the flowers. Also because it's nice and flat. Now I'm thinking about my closure, and I grabbed this piece of it's sari silk, the yellow, and I love it. It's kind of fraying a little bit, and so I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to hold up as my tie. So although I really love this yellow fabric so much, I'm thinking that I need something different. So I grabbed a piece of yellow sari ribbon, and I have this piece of cardstock, and now I can show you what I mean about creating that belly band to go on the back. So I have this piece of cardstock, and I just did a little stamping on it just so it wasn't plain, and I'm going to go around the edges and ink it up, and then I'm going to attach my piece of sari ribbon to this piece of cardstock. So I'm going to do that with some double-sided tape. And then I can add my sari ribbon, and I'm going to press it just right down onto where I put the tape. And then if I flip over my journal, you will see I'm going to put this onto the back, and I'll just glue it down just to hold it temporarily on those edges, and then I can run it through my sewing machine. Okay guys, so just to do a little check-in here. So this is going to be my cover. So you can see what I did here. I took that strip of paper and I sewed it down on the sides. So I've got my tie is attached here. And then this can also grab something here, be a little belly band for the back if you want to tuck something there. And I just went around all the edges and did some sewing. And then we've got the inside here. So I am going to go ahead and glue my little journal down into here. Okay, so I'm actually going to use some tacky glue. And I want this to be evenly distributed, so I'm just using my finger. I want to smear it all along the edges here. See, I'm just going to press down a little bit. I'm going to use I have my finger on the towel here, and I'm just going to go along the edges that I can see. I want to get inside of this, so let's open her up. Take my tag out to make sure it doesn't get glued down. I am going to use some long paper clips because I want something that can easily fit down in here to just hold this down while we are drying. And then I can kind of close this back up. So I just have that clipped on here. Just going to kind of pinch at the seams here because this is a pretty soft cover. I just have that piece of scrapbook paper in here. So it will just close like this. And yeah, I can cut off a lot of this. Very easy journal cover. And now we're just gonna let this dry for a bit. All right, guys, let's look at this little cutie. Let's do a flip through. So I put my boho flower. Now I've got a video on these. I've made these with paper, and I just made some with paper towel, actually. And this one I used my sari fabric. Put a little button on it. So on the back here, I have my closure attached, so I could use this as a little tuck belly band. And I stitched all around here, put the floral trim, and I put the little grommet here just to kind of keep, it makes it easier to close this up. So this kind of stays there where it needs to be. And then on the inside, I have a little pocket here. I didn't put anything in here yet. I forgot to put my big tag that I just got in the mail. I want that to go down in my back pocket. Okay, so let's open her up. So we have a flip here with our little tags. Journaling spot here. Then we've got a writing space here. More little tags. Okay, so we have the acetate pockets over here. And then on this side, we've got the little insect tag that I clipped on with a mini paper clip. And my, hard to see here, my paper bead attached. And then this is the flip up page. So flips up, we have a tag here, journaling spot. And then this part also opens up. And this was one of my favorite pages with the specimen slides. And then here I just have a little beetle, little bug card. And then moving to the middle, this little thing came out, but I had these tucked in here. And we have more goodies. And open this side up. And another specimen card that I did with a dried flower. And then we have the moth page, this little tag, and there's a close-up. I put the nameplate there. And then flipping over, this is the part that we added the envelope. So we have an additional flip out on our page with some large tags. And then going to the mushroom part. So we've got the journaling spot there, or you could open it up the full page so you can see all of the mushrooms together, and I'll show you a close-up here. And here I just put a little tuck underneath one of my paper clips because it was getting a little bulky. Thank you so much for joining me today. Leave me a comment, and I would appreciate a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of this project and if you will be trying to make one of these yourself.